when they
Getting
take it away.
mostly banned is a really big deal. I was listening to Dr. Disrespect recently, and he said that people are like, "Hey, you're killing it. You're really doing well now. Even without Twitch, you're a thing." And he's on my Google News feed every day. I think what happens is like I can't stop myself from reading it, so it just feeds me more and more and more. And I am just every day reading about what Dr. Disrespect said the day before. And he said he lost, I'm gonna get this number close, like 75 or 80% of his income now that he's not on Twitch. And that it's partly not being on Twitch because that was a profitable platform, but also, he can't talk to anybody else. And I'm going to get the people wrong, but like he doesn't talk to EA or some clothing company or any sponsor he might want to work with. They want to know, why Twitch drop you? How toxic are you? Like what don't we know about
it's
Twitch
so
thing?
mysterious, is it not? It's like literally, I'm gonna sound pathetic now, but as a person who like has always enjoyed Doc's content and who has always enjoyed Doc, and like even if I disagreed with some of his bits, I still enjoyed them. He's a great content creator, and when that happened, I was always like, it's just pathetic that it's one of the biggest mysteries on YouTube to me.
It's not a mystery to him. He knows exactly why he got canceled. I say,
I thought he was going through a process with them, weren't they? Like, wasn't he trying to take some action against them?
The clip I saw, and it was real current.
And I heard that he could stream with people now though on Twitch. Can he not?
I think I heard that too. The clip I saw and was really current was that he knows why he was canceled or deplatformed or whatever, and that's why he's suing. That was how he phrased it.
Okay.
So I guess he feels like it's unwarranted.
Well, we have to find out that. But then also, and I'm not going to say anything about him, but like just in general, like if you are going to be suing someone, you do want to make it seem like, and I'm going to make things up right now, by the way. You do want to make it seem like you're losing out on an amount of money because that's what you're going to do. And I'm going to completely make this up. And it's not my place to say it, but I'm going to say it. But I'm also saying that I'm making it up, so it's fine. Like the girl who hurt her back, who was a porn star. The Twitch streamer that hurt her back.
Right.
You remember that? She jumped into the foam pit.
Oh, yeah.
She had tweeted, like I'm finally walking a little bit. It's going to take time until I'm walking normally. I guess I won't be squirting anymore. And and now this is all brief and I made it up, but I was like, okay, like maybe she doesn't do porn, or maybe she would go back to doing porn, but maybe she was never going to go do it. But if she's going to go after Twitch, you want to kind of be like, my bread and butter was also squirting. Like, here's how much money I made squirting. And if I ever had a comeback, like that's not a thing I could do anymore now because of this foam pit. And I'm making it up, and I'm not a lawyer and I'm not anything at all, but I'm just saying, like, it would make sense that he's like, I lost 70% of my income.
Damages.
And that's what you go and you kind of do that, and then you make the number and you do that so that you can make that move.
I have a related story, and I agree with what you're saying. So
I made it up though.
After we had my daughter, Hope, she was delivered via C-section. And what you do is you sew up, I'm not a doctor, but you sew up the insides, then you sew up the skin and you call it good, right? Now the woman's ready to have another kid in a few weeks. They didn't do that right. They just sewed up the skin and they didn't sew up her uterus or something like that. So that's why our kids are 4 years apart. She was infertile in between that period of time. So we didn't know why we couldn't conceive. Like the people were like, how long did it take you to have your first kid? And we're like, 45 minutes. But that was a lie. It took like 5 to make the first kid.
40 was getting there.
But the second kid, like years and years were going by. And it's like, I don't know what's up with this. Like we both seemed so fertile the first time around and not the next time. Like the first time we had shit working against us, like coming off birth control and shit. Mm-hmm. So we went to a fertility clinic to get some help, and we were shooting Jackie filled with drugs, making her release, like, I'm making up numbers, 9-10 eggs at a time, and she would think she was pregnant and then wasn't. And we're like, what the hell's going on here? Like, girls kind of just know when they're pregnant sometimes, sensitive nipples or whatever, and no babies are coming. She's still having her regular cycle. So eventually they like inflate her vagina, and they're like, the fuck, this thing's not watertight. It's supposed to be when we fill you. When we treat you like
they go, the fuck.
Yeah, when we treat you like a water balloon,
so there's a leak.
Full, but there's a leak in this thing,
which indicates the muscles are damaged or something.
Whatever. They didn't sew her back up. The hole that the baby came out of, still there to some extent. So what was happening is she was getting pregnant, but it like wasn't able to attach and grow like
That's
the baby
crazy.
should. Yeah. So we contact attorneys.
Malpractice.
And we're like, the fuck? You can't just not sew people up after a C-section like that. Yeah, the skin's good. It looks okay from the outside. You're good to roll. And tying into what Harley was saying, the damages were severe. You know, when you think about losing your ability to make a baby, Kyle doesn't value it too highly, but people do. It's right there with losing an arm or a leg or pooping out your butt. Making a baby is a thing that like has real damages to it. You know, it's a problem. So the quality of attorney that you can get is tied into how big your damages are. If you get into a car accident and you claim your neck hurts, but it really doesn't, you get a shitty attorney who will chase his percentage of a $10,000 settlement. If you lose a life or fertility or like 2 legs or something like that, then you get a top flight attorney. Then you get like, you know, one of the top guys in the field, and they pursue these multi-million-dollar cases and try
Because
to
the rest of your life has been affected. Your quality of life has changed.
It's a big deal. So we had top attorneys wanting to take on this case because they're like, this is a slam dunk, right? This chick, we can prove that she's got this, you know, defect in her, and you know, she can't have a baby, and the damages are a big deal. Like this is an easy payday. And during that time, she had basically another C-section with no baby, where they like opened her up, sewed her back together properly, and that's when we had Colin. So during that time, the good attorneys left us. They're like, oh, well, your damages suck now. You know, when you were infertile, you were a really good case, worthy of me, top attorney. Now that she's pregnant,
You got
what are we going after?
malpractice.
Some pain and suffering?
Yeah.
Your kids are farther apart in age than you planned. You know, like you need to get yourself a shitty attorney, because I don't take cases like this one.
You need to put that kid back in for a little bit longer.
Touche. Yeah. So anyway, like Harley was saying, of course, disrespect is going to say, yeah, I lost 80% of my income. You owe me $100 million or whatever fantastic amount that might be. But yeah, so it makes sense that he said that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it also makes sense that he didn't take me up on that boxing match.
That's why he dodged you.
And honestly, that's why I do the mustache. I swear it is actually inspired by him. I'm like, well, I'm taking this then. I don't want to hear shit about it.
And it's a real mustache.
Yeah. I think his is too now, though.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Disrespect just posted. He said, "Gym's opened up today near the house. I'm putting on 30 pounds in 3 months." And he's flexing with his arm to the side. He's in tremendous shape.
Yeah.
He is super low body. And isn't he like 6'6" or something? He's like Harley sized.
He played D1 basketball. I think Penn State, but I'm not sure. But like, I could look that up.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Did they ever figure out why he got banned from Twitch or no?
No,
Just kind of.
that's still a secret,
No one
I
ever
guess.
said, but I'm sure he knows.
Oh, I guarantee he knows. With how popular he is, it was probably something that he started talking to a competitor before his Twitch partnership was ended. Because like, even someone on my level, some bullshit F-list Twitch partner, like I can't stream on YouTube. Like that's part of the contract. Like you can only live stream on their platform once you're partnered.
He played at Cal State Poly, Division II, so I was wrong. I have no idea. This is all just Woody making stuff up, so don't take this as a thing. But it's my theory that Dr. Disrespect did something over Discord that got him banned from Twitch. No one's talking about what it was. Dr. Disrespect claims that he doesn't know what it is. But when all the dust settled, he's still banned from Discord and Twitch.
What did you say about that, Slush? Do you say you know something about that?
I highly doubt he doesn't know what that is. That's
me too.
He knows exactly what that is. It's just that like it's probably like the second he got it, because he would have been on a contract similar to like what I'm on. It would be like obviously for a much higher number. And
Maybe
probably different. You think so? You know what I'm saying? But the yeah, like he probably has different like things in it. But if he got banned, they have to notify him like why he's been banned, because it's like they can't just like stop paying him and ban him from the thing and then just be like just ghost him. Like it's not It's not an ex-boyfriend. Like you can't just be like, "Oh, yeah." Like you gotta. So
I
he
agree.
has to know.
I think it's a clue
they
that
just, like, keep
he's
it
still
quiet.
banned from Discord too. Like he had a Discord partnered server or something, and that's gone. So that's why I took that as a clue. And like you said, I bet he has a good idea of what caused them to separate. Yeah. And I bet everyone wishes it didn't happen. You know, Dr. Disrespect is one of the kings of live streaming. Even post ban, he seems to be.
I just checked his channel. He's doing tremendous on YouTube.
My thing is like, it's a lot of people are like, they're like jumping on and they're like, oh, fuck him, he's gone, or they're like, oh no, he should be back and stuff like that. It's like, I ain't taking a stance on that shit till I know what he did. Like he could have done fucking anything. Like I have no idea what that motherfucker did. I'm not defending or going against him until I know what happened. So
that's fair.
Like,
yeah.
This point, like, probably no one ever will. It would have come out by now.
Yeah, Twitch has a standard policy of not saying why they banned someone. They never do. Yeah. And I think a lot of people saw that Twitch didn't explain why Dr. Disrespect was banned as fishy, but it's not fishy. If anything, that's to the streamer's benefit. If Twitch went out and was like, you know, Slush Puppy, look at this photo of him passed out on the couch from drinking. You'd be like, I wouldn't rather you just keep on the hush hush about the details. But Dr. Disrespect is like, I demand they tell me. You know.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like with a character streamer like Dr. Disrespect, and like he has like, I don't personally watch him, and like he has like his production quality is second to none for like live content creation. It's like the character thing. It's like, where do you know where the character stops and where like whatever his name is, fucking Guy starts? I think his name's Guy.
It is Guy. Beam or something.
It's like, so it's like, where do you know? Like, is that just a character thing? Is that him actually wanting to know? So you don't really know where you stand with that. It's like, it's how do you, like, it in all honesty, it was probably just something to do with like with his misses. Like it was the fucking first time he took a break, and he was just like, yeah, I'm taking a break because I play up one of my mods or whatever. And then that came out, and then they were just like, okay, this was super sexual and we don't like it, and so they banned him. They just took it as a chance to ban him. So
it could be. It could be. Yeah. Like I said, I just guessed. So
yeah, this is just a guess. Yeah. Not I have no idea.
Right. And I like your stance of I'll tell you how I come down on this decision when I know something about the why.
Yeah, more than nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll compliment him where it's due. Like he's an awesome content creator, and like he exploded super quickly and became like incredibly famous overnight because of his awesome production quality. But I don't know him as a person, so how the hell am I supposed to judge him? Like
it works a little better on Twitch. So back in the YouTube days, he had that same content, same character. I mean to say, and to say he did poorly would be overstating it. He did fine, but there were other people that did much better. I mean, the X-Cows, the X-Jaws, heck me, of that time were just much more popular on YouTube. But then it went to live streaming. Yeah, that's his format, man. Like that's where he crushes it.
I'm just like not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm as famous as Dr. Disrespect or whatever, but I suck at YouTube. Like I have an editor. I don't do any of my own YouTube because my attempts at YouTube have been poor, and like most often very, very shit amount of views and not really much support. But Twitch, when I can just sit there and talk to people and just like relay with them, then it just works for me. So definitely know how he feels.
Before the show, we were talking about Dr. Disrespect, how obviously like he sort of like Twitch seemingly cut him off, refunded all his subscribers and everything. He announced on Instagram like 6 hours ago that he might be streaming somewhere very soon. He's streaming right now on YouTube. 20,000 people watching live. Donations rolling in.
I have an unfounded theory about what he did.
I want to hear it.
All right, so here's where it comes from. Right away, his sponsors dropped him, and then they picked him back up. I think maybe he said something to them like this is overblown, or maybe told a fib, possibly, to get back in their good graces. But who didn't go away was Twitch and Discord. He was a Discord partner, and Discord is like, fuck it, you can't come back. I think he wrote something that wasn't politically correct, was maybe unkind in Discord, and they have it in text, and that's why he's banned.
Was it funny? Do we know what he said?
I know. I completely.
I bet it was
up.
funny as hell.
I completely made it up. But yeah, that's
if it's someone making a joke, you should give them a free pass. They're trying to be funny.
I think that because Discord didn't drop them, the offense happened on that platform.
Okay.
Weird. Or wouldn't let him back, I should say.
I don't even know like what to guess happened with all that. I've never had a problem with that guy. So, whatever. Wish him the best, I suppose. Looks like he's going to be. I know YouTube hasn't offered him like some sort of special deal or anything. Like he didn't get like some kind of signing bonus, which you'd expect. $2 million signing bonus wherever he goes. And,
I thought he was going to be starting his own streaming service.
You would think he would have done. He'd have done something like that.
I thought that was the most favorable interpretation of why he's
that makes
going.
The most sense,
it's probably his entrepreneurial ambition that got him banned off the platform. I bet that's what it was. I bet he was trying to create a competitive service. That is wish casting kindness to me.
But not just that. There's a lot of evidence that would point to that. It just the fact that like we didn't hear anything else. It seems like with this the way the culture is right now, whenever somebody steps into just a little bit of shit, like they're calling it Brian Callen right now, from Brendan Schaub's buddy for some sort of sexual assault allegations, like when he was
Let's go
a
to that
young
one
man.
Next. Yeah, that one's kind of interesting to me. But
and I love that all
Twitch
Reddit
never tells people what they did. Twitch never outs people for their bad stuff. They just say they broke our terms of service. They never give details. This is completely consistent with all their other bans.
Yeah, but how would only Twitch know about it? That's what's weird to me is that like, yeah, Twitch knows about it and Discord knows about it, but no one else knows what he did because it's clearly not something he did publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just seems real weird. I'd love to know. I'm curious, but not curious enough to fucking think about it after this conversation right here.
I had like every so often I'm like, it's weird. I thought that whatever Dr. Disrespect did would get out. I was confident. I would have bet on it. And it's not out. Nobody knows. Yeah. So, but yeah, Twitch never like gives details on what someone did wrong. They just say they violated their terms of service or community guidelines, and that's it. It could mean anything. And they have consistently kept that secret. So this isn't something that's unique to Dr. Disrespect. Yeah. So I guess he's on YouTube now, and no one's gonna know what he did. It's weird that secret never came out, but sometimes secrets are kept.
Mm-hmm. Right. So is there any more news on Dr. Disrespect? Do you know?
None that I know of.
No. I haven't heard of anything.
It's been forever now. This is so long in internet time.
Yes. Perfectly phrased. Yes.
I've been getting into graphic design, and I made this t-shirt with Dr. Disrespect on like a milk carton where he's missing. And yeah, so I don't know. I figured it would be relevant by now. We'd have heard something, but no. So
I thought it'd be exposed by now. He
That's like 5 days ago. The internet moves so fast that if he had come back the day after it happened, by right now it would no longer be a story. No one would care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
it's almost not a story now. Like oh, Dr. Disrespect, I remember that guy from a long time ago. June.
That was like what, Saturday?
Yeah, there's no details at all though. Just some rumors and shit. Nothing confirmed. So
I think the most logical thing now is to think that he is splintering off with a couple of the other big guys from Mixer.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't buy that one for a nanosecond.
Who was it? Ninja and who else?
Ninja, Shroud, Dr. Disrespect. I could see them trying to start their own thing and do it.
Ninja just made bank because fucking Microsoft paid him. What was it? Several million, right?
Yeah.
So there's a handful of theories, and before I say them, none of this has any proof or substance behind it. They're all allegations and don't take it seriously, right? Some people think he did something sexy time that got him banned off the platform and kind of canceled. Some people take that and say sexy time with a Twitch person, and that was what got him canceled. Some people say, some people have said DCMA or DMCA. I get it. I can't get it right, but that's been, some source said that wasn't it. So for whatever that's worth, the most flattering outcome is he is a genius businessman who decided to build his own Twitch and compete with Amazon, formerly Microsoft, Google, and whoever else is trying to get into this platform.
Like a big fan of his content. Not that I dislike it. I've never really watched it. And so I'm not trying to pump his tires or anything.
Right.
Saying he's the best businessman. It's just I feel like if it was a sex Me Too kind of thing, it would have come out by now. Like something would have happened and it would have been revealed. And so that's the main thing that I'm like, okay, this must have been business related, or maybe Twitch found out that he was doing like some internal recruiting with their other big names. And they're like, what the fuck? You can't do this. This is subversive. Get the hell out of here.
I go the other way. I feel like the silence is an implication that there are attorneys on the scene telling everyone not to say a freaking word.
Well, I mean, that could still be the case for like internal recruiting. Like if there's anything like confidential involved, like if he's been, I mean, I'd be quite, if I was Twitch, I'd be quite careful in that instance, because then you're providing him publicity.
Sure.
And so, I mean, if it was anything that made him look like make him outwardly look like terrible, then I think there is a higher chance that we may have seen it. But at the same time, I don't think there's a real conclusion that can be drawn yet. But it is really, really curious.
So far.
It's definitely strange, yeah, because if I feel like I'm on Taylor's wavelength, where I feel like if it was a Me Too thing, it would have been addressed by now, especially with how that's catching fire on social media and stuff. So
one of the allegations with no proof behind it is that he diverted money intended for a charity towards himself, right? So let's all, allegation means nothing, whatever. It's my Twitch chat, second most unreliable source of news on the internet. But if that was it, hypothetically, I can imagine that staying quiet. That Dr. Disrespect doesn't go out there and start tweeting about it and saying this stuff isn't true. That's the kind of shit you sort of bury and deal with in court.
I think he was one of those guys who like if he had to never stream ever again and just totally quit, maybe I'm wrong. I imagine him as being one of those guys who's got fuck you money.
Yes.
I want to say, just from I've only watched one of his streams in full, but the amount of Skrilla that dude's getting each stream, I mean, it's probably 5 digits, like probably 10 grand a stream, I'd say, if not more.
And with the amount of people he has in there and all the products he's promoting, like those are significant partnerships. Nvidia is not saying to him, "Hey, we'll give you $5,000 a month to promote this." It's like, no, it's fucking
Dr. Disrespect. I offer you a free 1080 Ti in exchange for your sponsorship. That's not the deal he's landed. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, there are people, there are businessmen where there's never enough money, right? Like, he has FU money. I think we all agree on that. But I bet he's like, I'm well shy of $1 billion.
Dr. Disrespect.
There you go.
Disrespect. Don't know why he got banned.
Yeah,
I'm shocked that never came out. That is a secret that everyone who knows has kept.
I wonder.
So the reason he got banned?
Speculate.
Yeah. I'm wild speculation. This is based on almost nothing. Because he got banned on Twitch and Discord at the same time, I bet he said something on Discord that wasn't politically correct. And
it's weird that it never leaked in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just guessing.
Oh, well.
This is based on that.
No idea.
Probably
based on
a bunch of people.